All right, Charlie, we're back in the saddle.
Back riding in the saddle.
We're in the saddle. We're in the bellied up.
Are we on the same horse?
Yeah, we are.
Presented by Fleet Farm. Why are you putting your head in your hand like that? It's an honest question. You said we're back in the saddle. Maybe it's like, well, we started off rough. I'll tell you that.
We're bellied up to the bar.
Bellied up to the bar.
In a saddle. Same saddle.
Yeah.
Same saddle, different horse. And Bellied Up's presented by Fleet Farm.
Yes, it is.
Charlie, it's deer opener weekend in some states this weekend.
Deer opener. It's a deer opener.
Well, the deer opener kind of holds a special place in our heart.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the time of year where family and friends come together to pass out in different deer stands.
Yes. Fall asleep with the gun.
Hopefully, if you're going to be sleeping, gun safety. You got to do the gun safety. Now, for the young hunters, should we give them the tips, the basics? All right, so we'll just ping pong. Okay. I'll go first, obviously. When in doubt, hold your gun straight up in the air.
Yes.
Just straight up in the air. Okay, if you know what you're doing, you can aim the barrel to the ground, but if you're a young buck, that's how you shoot your foot off.
So see what you did there.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah. Young buck, a little spike. So anyway, gun straight up in the air. What's your safety?
Most of the time, have your safety on.
Mm-hmm.
There's some rare instances where you can just...
when you see a deer.
Yeah. Or you're just kind of lazy. You're walking through the woods. You might see a deer.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
That's dangerous.
That's dangerous.
Not safe.
Yep. Myles was doing that, kids, so I could tell him that he was wrong.
Yes.
And it's okay to be wrong.
That was a test. That was a test to Charlie to see if he caught.
I did.
You should always have your safety on.
Have that safety on. And no drinking booze.
Till after you're done hunting.
When you're at deer camp. Then you can get lit up like a Christmas tree. Until then, sober as a ghost. Are ghosts sober?
I don't know.
I don't know. I
imagine if they drank, it would just go right through them.
That is true. I think ghosts though are the ones that haven't quite made it to like the heaven or hell or whatever. So they're kind of in purgatory. Is that how? I'm kind of blending Catholicism with ghost beliefs.
If I ended up in purgatory, I'm drinking a lot.
That's what I'm saying. So I bet ghosts do drink. So maybe sober as a ghost is not a good analogy.
Yeah. Did they have beer in heaven? There's a song that in heaven there is no beer. So I'm trying to drink as much as I can in purgatory.
Yeah. I wonder what they do have in heaven, though, if they don't have beer. It's probably something pretty good.
I don't know.
Probably a good concoction. Well, we'll have to be good and see if we can't find out. So anyway, safety on, point the gun up. Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
That's pretty much it.
We're
orange, which is crazy because the deer are colorblind. We've talked about this before. Yeah.
But where I was going with that, the whole special for us, it's because Charlie every year tries to get me to dress up in a deer costume.
Yes, I do. Because it's worked out so well for us. Cow versus deer. I won't call it a masterpiece, but everybody else seems to. So
I wouldn't call it that either. But I think like the Smithsonian and everything has been calling us about it. Yeah,
it's playing there in the television above the.
I just remember we shot that video and we were just like, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then people loved it.
And then they loved it. And we were like, really?
In 2 days, you're going to have me dressed up as a deer again.
Third time.
I'm hoping that the costume fits a little bit better than last time I put it on.
Why? Was it a little tight?
It was a little tight.
You've been working out, though.
Yeah. I mean, my muscles are a lot bigger
I can see
now.
it. I can see it just.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how's that personal trainer? I feel like weve talked about this quite a bit.
No, you love bringing it up. I don't really care to talk about it, Charlie.
I want to know what you're benching now.
Not gonna lie, 135.
Wow.
Yeah.
135. Yeah. So like the bar plus a few of the smaller weights.
Yeah. That's just my warm up, though. That's what I warm up with. So.
Good for you.
You did a video about fair weather deer hunting.
Yeah, I did. Yep.
Was that the documentary of how you hunt? I imagine.
Honestly, yeah. I'm a big, so like, I grew up, we didn't have obviously hunters, but we didn't have the land. My uncle did have some land for a little bit, but that went away.
Yeah, we don't got to talk about that.
We don't. Yeah, bummer. It was nice. It was over there in Wapaka, kind of outskirts of Wapaka, if you can imagine. And that was nice. We went up there deer hunting, turkey hunting, and then that land went away. So I went out last year. I did bow hunting. And this year I have not gone out yet. The problem with me is that I've been doing the comedy, stand-up comedy, and when you're on the road a lot, you're not making time for the important things like deer hunting. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say I'm a fair weather deer hunter.
You know what I gotta say to you, Charlie? Though is the comedy show thing worth it if you don't get to deer hunt? To
be honest with you, I've started to reassess some things, and I'm redoing my schedule, especially for next year. And there are things that I want to do, deer hunting being one of them. And I'm going to put it on the schedule. Okay. And then once it's on the schedule, it
doesn't change. It's the same time every year.
I know. So. Once it's on the schedule, then I'm just going to plan it out like a show. Just like when you went pheasant hunting and you asked me, and I said, I'm putting it on the schedule.
6 months ago.
I'm putting it on the schedule. And what did I do? I put it on the schedule. What happened? 2 days before I bailed.
You bailed. If anyone wants to know what kind of buddy Charlie Barons is, he's a guy that'll tell you he's coming and then 2 days before just bail on
I'm a good bailer, though. So if you're ever out on a boat, you just bring me along.
But, yeah.
What kind of a hunter are you?
I'm somewhere in between. I want to be someone who tries.
Yeah, I do too.
But then it's like, a Tuesday before opener and you're like, oh shit, I haven't sighted my rifle. Where did I leave my hunting pants? It's just, I want to be someone who is constantly doing I want to spray my stuff down with the scent killer.
Yeah, right.
I want to use non-smelling soap the few days before.
Yeah.
I don't.
Look,
never done it. I mean, I don't bow hunt, so I just do rifle hunt.
Yeah.
And that's probably good because otherwise I'd never get a deer ever because they'd smell me a mile away.
Yeah. I mean,
the booze from the night before.
Yeah, well, that is true. There is a lot of planning, and if I know you and me, just the way I know you and me is we are not planners.
No,
we are just the worst.
Well, that's because look at this. We're shooting this podcast 2 days before it's supposed to come out.
I know.
So,
yeah, it's how it goes.
That'll happen. But we got some good callers today.
Yeah, should we get to it?
We're gonna get to some callers, and I think it's gonna be fun to be back in the same saddle.
Back in the same saddle, different horses though.
Yeah,
yeah.
Do the math on that.
Yeah,
it's like a side cart. It's just a really long saddle that drapes over two of them.
That could be cool.
It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, who do we got on the line?
Oh, this is Rob.
Rob, where are you from? Where are you at?
Well, I'm from the hallowed grounds, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Attaboy, Rob. What do you think about them Packers this year?
Ay, caramba.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that phrase in a while.
Yeah.
Ay, caramba.
It's a tough one, but you hang in there, You hang in there and you call the one Bears fan or two, and you call them and you say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the years of calling you, talking crap about your terrible team. And then you ask them for advice. How do they live with such a terrible team for so many years, and you hope you can.
That's funny you should say that because my fiance's family is all Bears fans.
Oh, so you're surrounded by... Are they telling you at this point, I told you so?
You guys are going to have a great topics at Christmas this year.
Yeah, there's going to be how are they reacting to you, your wife's family? Are they upset? They're probably upset with the Bears. The Bears are doing awful this year, too.
Yeah, but they're used to that.
I know, but...
They don't want to watch football with me. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Even still. I see. Well, what'd you call in for if it wasn't to lament about the
belly
pack?
Up to the bar with us. What do you got on your mind?
So I need some advice from you folks. I got two big things happening in my life.
Okay.
I just bought a house.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And the second one is I got engaged just last October, so I'm planning a wedding.
Holy
dead man
smokes.
walking. Dead man walking.
So you bought a house and you're planning a wedding.
How's your pocketbook feeling these days? Probably not too good, huh?
No, it's not.
So what advice are you looking for when it comes to that?
Well, I mean, I know that from listening to the podcast, there's been a lot of talking about your wedding.
Yep.
So I don't know what do you got for tips and tricks for me? What do you got?
All right, so you're looking for tips and tricks about planning a wedding. 1, if you're thinking about doing a bunch of yard games and stuff, I don't know what time of year it is, but a bunch of cornhole, giant Jenga, giant Connect Four, all that. You don't need that. People want to do 2 things at a wedding. 1, they want to drink, and 2, they want to talk shit about the wedding. So,
yeah, that's true.
So all you got to do is make sure there's booze there, and you got to make sure you do something that's a little bit questionable, so it gives something for everyone to talk about.
Yeah. Kind of distract them. Give them the one thing that everyone can say. It was a great wedding, except for that,
Wasn't that weird?
Yeah.
You want people to be saying that.
Yeah.
Nothing brings a group of people, the 2 families together more than talking shit about something that you did.
Yeah, get yourself a big the ugliest taxidermy deer you can find, and just hang it in the right next to the drinks at the reception.
Maybe have a weird unity ceremony.
What is that now?
Where people usually do the 2 things of sand that they pour together, or light a candle, but just do something weird, Maybe you guys ride in on horses to the ceremony, something like that. Just anything a little bit out of the ordinary. The rest of the wedding can be normal. Just you need one thing for them to talk shit about.
Have your wedding car, your getaway car after you get married, be a hearse. You know,
yeah,
that could be fun.
Yes,
because you're what? It was cheaper, and who can argue with that?
Or better yet, just have a hearse parked out front, and you don't even need just have it parked there, and everyone's gonna be like, "Did you see that hearse?"
Yeah, who would park a hearse there? And then maybe
I thought this was a wedding; it's not a funeral.
Yeah, they'll blame the church for it. That way, they blame the church. They're not even blaming you. Yeah. So there you have it. Yeah, get them to blame one of the institutions, not your deal. So, are you?
What do you think? Your fiance is going to be in on this or not?
Oh, I think she is. She's very big into murders and scary mysteries and stuff like that. So.
Okay, yeah. Maybe have make the guest book be signing murder mystery books or something, or
just bloody fingerprints.
Yeah,
just have a vial of blood for people to dip their fingers in.
Yeah, just take some fake blood and just drip it down the aisle, and then just see if anyone notices.
Yeah.
Something like that if you're into murder mystery stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Turn your wedding into an escape room.
Yes.
Turn the wedding into an escape room.
Hide keys and stuff underneath the chairs,
Hire a real murderer,
Oh, well,
yeah.
Don't do that.
Well, not to really murder.
Do you guys already have something real. Do you guys already have something that you don't want to do, but your fiance wants to do?
Well, the groomsmen versus bridesmaids is way out of whack. She's got, I think, 10 or 11, and I got 5. So
Perfect. You don't got to do anything else. Everyone's going to be talking shit behind your guys' back about the imbalance between the groomsmen, the bridesmaids. That's perfect.
They're gonna be talking a lot. I don't know who are they gonna be talking more. Here, I'll talk smack about him. You talk smack about her right now.
Okay, about her.
Jeez, did you see that? He can't even find 5 more friends. What the hell?
I don't know what her deal is, but I think she's got a lot of fake friends.
Yeah, 100%.
There's no way you have that many best friends.
I know. It's how many sisters does she have? If it's not 5, there's no way.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Like, it's so mean to make her friends buy all new dresses for this wedding. That's so much extra money spent on this.
And imagine how many, like, do you think like they brought extra gifts to like the party? What do they call those parties? The reception? I don't know. What do they call those parties? Do you think they brought extras for him because he didn't have enough friends at his
What
thing?
is up with these millennials these days? They think everyone's got to have a trophy.
I know.
Everyone's got to be a bridesmaid.
Are these drinks free, by the way? This better not be a cash bar.
Time out. Is this not an open bar? This wedding sucks.
God. You know what?
But it was a nice wedding.
It was not. I mean,
it was a nice
they
wedding.
clearly loved each
other. A little weird that they had so many bridesmaids versus the groomsmen, but it was a good wedding.
It was a good wedding. So there you go. That's the shit talk that they're going to say.
But now that you know that's what's going to happen, you don't even got to worry about it on the day.
Yeah. We brought it out to the light. How does that feel?
I can't wait for this.
I mean, I actually was at a wedding within the last couple of years where there was 3 maids of honors. So it's going to be same church, different pew for you guys. Just know that you'd rather be talking crap about that than talking crap about the food.
That's true.
That's maybe the cardinal sin of a wedding is the food's bad and there's not enough booze. So if you can get those 2 things right, I think you're going to have a pretty baller wedding.
And also, I just want to clarify, I think you have a lot of friends, okay? I just want to clarify.
Yeah, and I'm sure all your fiance's friends are all great gals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We were just role
your guys' invitations are in the mail, so.
Oh, nice. Well, you know what? We'll show up there and we'll kick some ass of anyone who's talking shit about your wedding there, okay?
Or
you know, Charlie, it's right in that nice town of Fond du Lac.
Oh, you're getting married in Fond du Lac. Jeez,
that's
Louise.
a hop, skip, and a jump.
I'll bring Grandma Sue over. I'll bring Aunt Mary
Please
too.
do.
Yeah.
Please do.
Where are you getting married at that nice new hotel they put up there?
No, we're getting married at the golf course out there. What is it? Whispering.
Oh, gosh, you're getting married there. Can you believe they're getting married at a golf course of all places?
Why couldn't they just do it at a church?
You know, geez, I can't even. And these drinks, I guarantee you, we're gonna have to pay for. And I had to park my car.
You're not only paying for the booze, you're paying for the little custom stir sticks they got.
Golfers right here. How tacky! I see golfers. Oh my gosh! You know, that is a beautiful golf course. I will tell you. That's when you walk up to them. You know, no, that place is great. I've done it.
Wow, must be nice having enough money to get married at a golf course.
Yeah, do they have to throw their money in our faces? Jeez, we get it. You're rich, okay?
Yeah, we get it. You're rich. Like, you could afford to have that many bouquets with that many bridesmaids.
I'm just gonna take my present away. Do you think they'll notice? Of course not. Yeah, that's a great spot.
I got to put more money in the card now. No, I'm sure it'll be a great wedding.
Yeah, it'll be good. I have done a show. I've done a couple shows there, a couple performances.
It's a nice spot.
Oh, it's a great spot right out by the pool. Yeah, right. There's a pool.
Who has a wedding by a pool?
Right.
You know, there's kids running around. They could fall in.
Did he drop off?
Yeah, he's like, all right, I've had enough. This is so mean.
Are you still there?
He's in there this morning. John said you moved it.
He's at work. He's at work.
He's at work.
He's totally at work. He's at work, and he doesn't want to get fired because then he can't pay for the wedding.
I want to hear what he's saying.
What's that?
What were you doing? What the hell? We were giving you gold there. That was a gold bit, and you left us.
I was there.
Oh, what were you?
Oh, yeah.
I was there. I just wasn't laughing.
Are you at work right now?
I am. I was getting yelled at.
Oh, man.
Hey, don't get fired. You won't be able to pay for this expensive golf wedding.
Yeah. And I'm coming. So, and our drinks gonna be free or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Here we go.
That, by the way, that was,
notice how his tone's changing now. He's real nervous. We gotta let him go. We don't want him to get fired.
No, we don't want you to get fired. And by the way, if your drinks aren't free, that's fine too, because people can pay for their own crap.
Yeah. But at least you know that everyone's gonna be talking a little bit of crap, but you want that. You don't want them to talk crap about the good stuff. So.
All right. Yeah, we'll let you get back to work. Sorry for holding you up here.
It's all good.
All right.
Tell your folks I said hey.
Okay, and watch out for deer. Can't wait to be at your wedding.
You as well.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
I think we offended them.
You gotta talk in the microphone, Charlie.
Why?
I mean, he got yelled at, huh? His tone changed so fast, and we were on a roll.
Yeah, we were cooking with it. Yeah.
So
do you think was that it? Because he got kind of mad at the end. I hope he knew that we were just kidding about all that.
Yeah, I don't think it was us. I think it was like
it us?
He said he got yelled at.
That's my Midwest thing. I get paranoid. I mean, I was kidding. I don't give a shit if you have an open bar. I mean,
no, we don't care about where.
Just at work.
Yeah, he just is at work.
He's at work. No,
plus, getting married on a golf course is classy.
It's class act. It's a nice golf. I know the golf course he's talking about.
Is it nice?
It's nice. I mean, it is. It's probably spendy.
But
I don't know how much it is.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't get yelled at too bad.
Yeah, now we're gonna feel bad.
We gotta start doing these podcasts later in the day so people don't call in during work.
Yeah, he definitely got chewed out, and we were just going. We were still going. He's probably.
I wonder how long he was getting chewed out while we were going.
They were probably like, "Who are you talking to?" He's like, "My wife," and then it's us going, "Oh yeah, you know if you." At a spendy golf course.
Yeah.
See, told you, my wife. Okay.
Oh God! All right. Hello.
Well, hey there.
Who do we got on the line?
This is Dave Elliott. I'm calling from the Chicagoland area.
What was your name?
Dave.
Dave from the Chicago land. Which land in Chicago are you from, Dave?
Oh, man, I've lived in almost a good number of the suburbs, but I'm currently calling from Carroll Stream.
Oh, okay. Colonel Stream?
Carroll Stream?
Carroll Stream.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where Carroll Stream is.
Never even knew there was a Carroll Stream.
I'm going to confess that. Yeah, Carroll's got a stream. Yeah, for sure. So what's going on?
You're actually more right about that. I thought it was named for a body of water, but it was named for a person.
Really?
Indeed.
And
her name is Carroll Stream then.
Wow.
She sounds like a good gal.
Yeah, she does. We'll have to look her up on the Wikipedia, find out what makes her so special she gets a city named after her. But good for Carol. Dave, though, let's shift focus to you now. What's going on? What brings you here today?
Well, big fan of the podcast and of you guys, and saw that the number was posted. Thought I'd give it a try, and I'm honored to talk to you both.
No, we're honored to talk to you. Thanks for
called in. Why don't you belly up to the bar with us, though, and tell us on your mind. What do you got?
Oh, well, sure. So, one of the things I'm wondering about is I always love the bits that, Charlie, you make about Father Tom.
Oh, yeah. Father Tom.
Always laugh a bit. And the reason why I make me laugh is because I myself am a pastor. And,
wow, you're a pastor.
Hey,
Dave, the pastor's on the show.
Different church, same altar.
Yeah.
I think you're more right in a lot of ways. I think you're right. There's so many different denominations and connections that actually make us more united than separate. But
you know what? I'm already starting to feel a little bit like feeling good.
I'm feeling the pastorness come through. He's preaching to us and we don't even know it.
I'm picking up what he's preaching out right now.
So,
well, there we go.
So continue.
Where are you pastor at, Dave?
So actually, I'm calling from work right now. I finally calmed down a bit here in the afternoon. Our congregation has a food pantry here in the building, and they go through 1 o'clock, and it's really busy throughout them, and finally quiets down a little bit. So it's
nice.
Some time to actually buckle down and get some work done.
Did you get permission?
I saw your number.
Did you get permission from your boss, God, to call in today, or what?
Yeah. Did God tell you to call in?
Well, I can't say directly. I try to pray often, but, the way God speaks is always really interesting, and I've never heard a burning bush or a loud booming voice, but...
Yeah, I mean...
But he did have
He brought you the number today, so I think that's I think that's a sign right there.
By the way, what's the food pantry? If people are in town and around want to bring food over, where can they bring it?
Yeah, so it's a part of an organization called Neighborhood Food Pantries. It's here in our we host one of their pantry sites, and what is the website for them? I think it's just nfp.org, and my congregation site is Lutheran Church of the Master. That's where they can bring donations and such. They're always looking to do more good here in the community, which is fantastic.
There you got it. Dave, I got a question. And Myles, you just said hell yeah to a pastor. Jeez Louise, you know. Sorry about that, Pastor Dave.
No.
No, do not apologize. Words are words.
All words are words. Well, in that case, fuck it. Hey, I got a question. When you're a pastor and you're up there pastoring, okay, what are the things that you see? What are the telltale signs that someone in your pews is not listening?
Well, I don't want to be ratting anybody out.
Well, I'm not asking you to rat anybody out. I'm asking you to rat everybody out. This is what all people do when they're trying.
Mostly me and Charlie are wondering is if the priest or pastor can tell that we're not paying attention.
Yeah. How do you know?
You know, I'd say it's 50-50. Is what tends to grab my attention is if my two boys in the congregation are making noise, that always makes me smile. I don't know if they're trying to get Dad's attention or what, but that always makes me smile. I think motion might be the biggest thing. If somebody's walking up and leaving.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
That'll be a good test. What about if they're sitting there? Now, I'm not saying that I ever do this move. I'm not saying that I've ever seen it happen. It probably doesn't. But if someone were to be crossing their arms with their chin in their chest, with their eyes closed, and every once in a while their head bobs a little bit, is that a good sign that they're not listening, or are they listening so intently that their body's giving out?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It could be both. Could be both. But if I ever see that happening, I kind of take the same approach I did when I was a high school math teacher before I became a pastor, that if that student is falling asleep or that parishioner might be starting to doze, well, then shoot, that might be what they need the most right there in that moment.
Yeah, you know what?
Right.
We need more pastors like you. He just needs a nap.
Give him a nap. Do you have nap space in the church? Or if I'm falling asleep in church, should I just continue sleeping, or should I just go home and take a nap? Should I excuse myself and say, you know what, God's telling me to take a nap right now? What do you think?
No, I don't think you need to excuse yourself. No.
All right.
No. Yeah, just right there.
Snooze in church.
Sawing logs while he's trying to preach.
Yeah. What if Myles snores? What if he brings some snore into your? I'm guessing. What if?
Why? Because I got a big neck.
Actually, no. I've heard you. Okay. Remember that cabin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't need to tell everyone, but our special trip to the cabin.
I almost worked to incorporate it in somehow, but I think you kind of started to drive around a bit of my question. I mean, we've just come through 2 years of pandemic, technically still in it. And I'm wondering, for any perhaps church you guys have ever been in, what is something that has made you feel comfortable or welcome there? Because the church has this phrase they love to say all the time, that all are welcome. And I certainly believe
all right.
that it's true, but sometimes it gets, overused as more all are welcome as long as you're like us.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the question is, you're wondering what really makes you feel comfortable at a church? Not just all talk saying everyone's welcome. What actually makes you feel comfortable? And I'll just jump out ahead here first. Number one thing that makes me feel comfortable at a church is if they got snacks. If there's a snack when I walk in, I can tell you this much. I'm going to be already like, okay, you got me. I'm now ready to snack, sit down, and listen.
Myles is a snacks guy. So,
I don't know if you could tell that about me, but I like snacks.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Now,
maybe complimentary coffee is also a big one.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, yeah. We're Lutherans. They've always got coffee. It may not always be great coffee, but there's always some somewhere.
See, that's different from Catholics. Catholics don't have any of that in church. Sometimes, though, one Sunday a month, you leave and they got a donut day for some reason in the back, and then you can go get a donut.
Or like the Lions made breakfast for everyone.
The Lions Club. Yeah, or the Rotary or something like that.
Yeah, so Charlie and I both grew up Catholic, so
so I'm actually you bringing coffee to the the table. I mean, that's pretty good. Now,
sounds pretty good. Usually all we get every Sunday is a sip of wine, and that's it.
You know, and I always thought about this, Pastor Dave. You know, let's say, you know, the spirit of what you're saying, I think, is that you're trying to make sure all people sort of feel welcome there. Do you ever just go out to the bars and do some recruiting? You know, you ever just start doing some recruiting there? You know, like, hey, what are you doing? I'm talking later over at the spot. You ever do it? I mean, priests, you know. Oh, you do? Do you have a bar Bible study? That's a good way to do it.
Kind of, yeah. So the first call I was in, we called it Drinking the Word. And then looking to start it up here in my new congregation as well. I haven't had the opportunity much yet because of pandemic stuff, but indeed, yeah, starting with a more discussion-based kind of Bible study. We hold it in some local establishment nearby and kind of put up a sign that, hey, this is who we are, this is what we're doing. And
I think another good way to make everyone feel welcome is use lots of sports analogies, right?
Yeah.
You want to do if you're doing the parable of the prodigal son, right? That's right.
You could do the parable.
You could do it'd be like if Brett Favre left the Packers, went to the Vikings,
and then defrauded the state of Mississippi,
and then went back to the Packers and won a Super Bowl, right? Like that's what you could use those analogies that everyone can relate to.
Ways.
I can't relate to, you know, the whole the actual story of it, but I can relate to that. I get it.
I mean, that's what parables were. They were Jesus trying to relate a story of something known to that particular community at that particular time. So they've always got to be retold.
Yeah, let's re-update the parables for now.
That'd be kind of cool, like Pastor Dave's updated parables. So you just take all the parables with Jesus in them, and then you just make them all about the bar and fishing and hunting and sports. And then before you know it, you know, you got your own book you can sell. It'll be a New York Times bestseller right there.
And you want to make sure you use cool, hip lingo. You know, it's not your wife. It's your old ball and chain. You want to use terms like that, and then people will be paying attention.
Yeah, the old ball and chain, new lingo. Yeah, Miles's lingo hasn't been updated since 1954.
Marriage in the Bible is already complicated enough. Yeah.
Actually, that one doesn't need to be updated. That's still the same.
Yeah.
You can't put a definition of biblical marriage out there. There's just so many different examples in there. It's like, what? No.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. You know, I think the Bible's interesting because I think, you know, a lot of people try to say stuff, you know, because the Bible says it. Are you just saying
that because you have a pastor on the line?
No,
Tell the truth,
I'm not. I'm being honest. I think if you read the Bible, back me up on this, Pastor Dave.
Have you ever read the Bible?
I've read a ton of the Bible.
Okay. Yeah. Not just a couple lines that they made you read in CDC class growing up.
I wrote enough lines for my stand-up bit as well. But I will say the Bible says so many things that whatever you think the Bible says and you're telling people you got to do this because the Bible says it, I think that says more about you than does the Bible, because the Bible says almost everything if you read it closely.
Yeah, I think you're spot on, Charlie. Yeah, you can pretty much make the Bible say whatever you want. Like if you have an idea of what you're trying to say, you're going to find something in there that'll back you up.
Yeah,
it's got to be the backwards of you. Got to read it for what the scriptures are trying to say to you.
Right. Here's a Bible verse.
I think what you're talking about is interpretation.
Interpretation. Yeah. Now Miles,
it's all about interpretation.
Pastor Dave, you should look at the way Miles is looking at me right now.
Pastor Dave, can you?
Oh no.
He's looking at me like he's a freaking philosopher. He's dang near rubbing his beard. You know.
Pastor Dave, if you wouldn't mind rifling through the Bible for me quick and finding out how I can, where it says in there that I can drink 100 beers at the bar on weekends, so then I can tell my fiance that I just did it because the Bible said so. That would be.
I don't know if you're gonna find scripture saying that, but
but we can interpret it that way. Just something we can interpret that way.
I don't know. There is the first miracle of Jesus where he turned the water to wine.
Okay.
Boom. There it is.
And by wine, they meant beer, and they meant that you have to drink it all because you can't take it home with you. Boom. 100 beers.
Boom. Wow, look at that. If you want
that, sure, it can be there, but You're gonna find some more support for beer from Martin Luther himself. He was quite the beer drinker.
Martin Luther. Oh, jeez. Why'd you have to bring Martin Luther into this?
That's where me, Charlie, and you have a little bit of a divide. We should have left Martin Luther.
This is why I don't hold the door for Lutherans, because they might just nail another 95 theses to it, Father. And it's a glass door. I just called you Father, Pastor. That's what I meant.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Martin Luther, good guy, probably.
No,
he's a good guy. He had his pluses and minuses. He was good with a hammer.
I don't necessarily blame him. I don't like going to confession either.
I know.
It would be so nice to be able to just lie in bed the next day and be like, "Hey, God, sorry about last night. We good for today or what?" That would be. But
yeah, it's how it goes. Well, anyway, did you learn anything here, Pastor Dave, or did we just lower your faith in humanity?
Oh God, nothing lowered at all. Not at all. It's just I love a lot of my members are former Catholics, and so it's a familiar ball game for sure.
That was just such a dig there.
Yeah, I know.
That was such a low-key
just
dig,
a bunch
Pastor
of
Dave.
Martin Luther sitting there. Things.
Yeah, all the people filling my pews every Sunday, they used to be Catholics, I see.
I said there's so much more that use the same between all sorts of Christianity than there is that's different.
That is true. God is love, and all who live in love live in God. That's a Bible quote. So, if you live in love or you live in God, you live in the same thing, Myles. Just think about that. And I love you. I love you,
Charlie.
Yeah.
And I love me because I love my neighbor like I love myself.
Amen.
Right? That's the line.
Well,
there you go.
Pastor Dave,
like
I think we all learned a lot today.
I think at the end of the day, we can just say different church, same pew.
Different church, same pew. Yeah.
And the pew's in the back because I'm not sitting in the front.
Yeah, and I might want to sneak out early to catch the Packers.
Yeah, sneak out maybe, especially after communion. I'm out of there.
They don't have the communion in the Lutheran deal.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
You do? Hang on. They got the communion.
It's like once a month.
Oh, it's once a month?
Oh, no.
Every
week.
Every week?
Oh, well, you got to...
Every week.
Is it a white wafer, or is you got the
unleavened bread?
Is it unleavened, or is it leavened?
Well, we've done both. With pandemic, we went back to the single wafer. It's changed a lot now because pandemic and what things been contested. Currently, we've got the wafers at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever had unleavened bread?
I mean, yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I like those way better than the wafers.
Oh, wait.
There's some really good recipes out there for communion bread.
Are you guys making your own communion bread over there?
I had before. I'd like to get back to it, but
I
had some tasty stuff.
Hey, let's make unleavened bread great again. Oh, yeah.
What the hell kind of...
What?
Was it ever not great?
It's always been great.
No, I more so bring it back.
Oh, he wants to bring it back.
So many wafers.
Aren't the wafers unleavened? Well, all wafers are unleavened, right?
I mean, is a wafer even bread?
Do you even know what unleavened bread is, Myles?
I literally made it in grade school.
Okay, what's the difference then?
It doesn't rise.
But Jesus rose.
No, the wafers are bread in flour and water. And
hey, your interpretation of wafers is that they're bread, just like the Bible,
Could we ever use like Nilla wafers?
Yeah. Can we?
Or is that disrespectful?
Could our interpretation of it be like we could make Nutter Butters,
Oh, Nutter Butters.
People got pretty creative when we were doing worship purely online. We started to do communion. We'd invite our members to try to find some bread and some wine nearby, or if you had just other elements. It got pretty interesting in the pandemic, and I heard some stories that people were indeed did use a cookie one Sunday and some water or cookies and milk.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's good. Fry.
They had to be resourceful just being at home.
Oh, heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
See, I'm already a changed man.
Father,
I think you did
Pastor, you've done so much good for us here.
You did
I keep wanting to call you Father Tom, Pastor Dave. I'm sorry about that.
Pastor Dave, you did some good work today. I'm going to have another beer. Stop saying hell. Say heck more. And
I'll raise a beer with you.
Yeah. Well,
right.
we appreciate you calling in today.
Yeah, cheers to
And
you.
if we're ever in Carroll's Stream, Chicago,
For sure.
Yeah.
we'll have to swing on through, and we'll be in the back, but we'll be in the pew.
We'll be there.
All right. I'll keep my eye out for you.
All right.
All right. Sounds
Have
good.
a good one.
Bye now.
Hey, I'll tell your folks I says hi.
Yeah, and watch for deer, okay? They're rutting.
Oh, you betcha.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yep,
Yeah.
Great guy.
He was a great guy.
He did, I could have gone off the rails. He was definitely patient, as a pastor should be with us.
Mhm.
But I think we all learned something
He was
today.
slow to anger.
Rich in kindness.
Rich in kindness. I was like, what is the next one?
I don't
Thanks
know
for
the one after that. But
picking it up. No, that was really good. And I think
it was really hard for me not to just be whipping out all the Catholic knowledge that I got. But,
I know. I call him
good.
Father at least 3 times.
I know.
Shoot. Yeah, he'll get over it. Hopefully he's praying for us. I could use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't we all?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Guys, this Bellied Up episode is brought to you by Tippy Cow.
Tippy Cow.
Charlie, Tippy Cow is made in Wisconsin.
Made in Wisconsin. And what I like about Tippy Cow, honestly, is the logo. I tell you that right now. It's got a cow that's gone ass over tea kettle.
Yes.
See that, sucker? I like that.
Or a bunch of hooligans that think it's funny to go cow tipping,
Yeah, actually a fantastic supper club
So
cocktail.
we got deer camp coming up here, Charlie.
Yeah, we do. Am I invited
And we
or
were
no?
just talking about how we think probably the way that I'm going to celebrate
Mhm.
after getting my 30-point buck
Yeah.
this year
Yeah.
is to take my orange vest off,
Yeah.
set it on the chair after I hit this buck, have myself a nice orange cream Tippy Cow.
Yeah, it's blaze orange to match you.
It's couldn't fit better.
Couldn't fit better. You got yourself a Tippy Cow. Have a celebratory drink after you
It just goes down easy.
get that buck
Did
gone.
you know that it's actually made from Wisconsin cows?
I did know that.
Oh, I thought you were saying you didn't.
Well, I was going to say I
I'm
didn't.
glad you do
pretend.
know that. I mean,
Yeah, I did know that. That's definitely one of the selling points. You keep it local. Keep it local. That's a nice thing.
Yeah, you might be the first one to ever coin that phrase.
Keep it local.
Yeah,
Keep her local.
yeah. Keep her
there.
local.
Oh, is that an impression of me, Myles?
That's my impression of you.
Oh my God, it's cold.
Oh my God, that Tippy Cow is cold. I like it over ice. Do you like it over ice? You like it just slightly? You like it chilled? How do you like it?
I like
Tippy
the
Cow?
ice to melt for a little bit.
Yeah.
And just allow the aroma to open up.
It's like a Thanksgiving dinner.
It's a Thanksgiving
Stuffing
dinner.
Gets all the juices.
Yeah.
Just let it marinate in there, and you got yourself just a nice little after hunt drink.
In the cup. A little Thanksgiving drink in the cup. Oh, you're putting the mic right up to the slurp.
Yes,
Good for you.
it's actually going down pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
It's
So guys, if you want a nice little after buck drink at deer camp, got to get yourself some Tippy Cow. The orange cream, baby. It matches the blaze orange just like you're hunting. And every good deer camp should have it. So,
check it out. Look for the cow that's gone ass over tea kettle.
guys, you know this by now. We are big Fleet Farm guys here at the Belly It Up podcast. And what Fleet Farm's got going on right now, November 4th through the 12th for the Veterans Day sale, is all veterans and active military receive 10% off all of their in-store purchases. So all of you that have served, not only thank you for your service and everything you've done to help our country be great, you also get 10% off. I think that's a pretty sweet deal. What do you think, Charlie?
Pretty fantastic. Yeah. Just head on over there, hunting, fishing, whatever you like doing. Get out there and figure it out and, take 10% off.
There's
Pretty
also a
slick.
good time, too, to remember what Veterans Day is all about.
Absolutely is.
And if anyone knows that, it's the folks over at Fleet Farm. They've supported veterans for a long time, and as do we.
As do we.
And so head over to Fleet Farm November 4th through the 12th for the Veterans Day sale. 10% off anything you get in store. And all of our active military and veterans are headed into Fleet Farm. They also got Orange Friday tomorrow. So it's kind of just everything wrapped into one. So it's a good deal. The Minnesota Orange Friday is happening this weekend too. So Veterans Day sale, Orange Friday, the whole thing. Thank everyone for their service, and hopefully everyone has a good opening weekend in Minnesota.
Good opening weekend, and enjoy the hunt.
Hello, who do we got on the line?
Hey, this is Ethan out in Michigan.
Ethan from Michigan. What's going on today?
In Michigan. What's up?
Well, I recently became an uncle, and I just want to know how young is too young to take a kid out hunting, in your guys' opinion?
How young is too young to take a kid out hunting?
Well, the fact that you said I recently just became an uncle, that to me says probably that's too young.
Might be too young.
If you're saying,
You might be right.
yeah.
Well, and here's why. I think we need to think about reasons why it's too young, right? One, they can't really control when they can and not go to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And if you're sitting in a deer stand, that's going to give you away. That scent is going to be all over those woods.
Yeah.
You know?
They're going to know some fishy's going on.
Or
something people's going on.
Some people's going on.
Yeah. And also, if they can't control when and where they're pissing, they probably can't. You probably don't want them around a loaded gun.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
historically speaking.
I mostly bow hunt, so it's not really as
okay.
big.
Oh, okay.
Well, then you really got to be worried about the scent. That's a big one. Two, if they can't control their bathroom activities, they probably can't control when they're crying and not crying. Gonna give you away sound. So now we got two reasons why a deer is gonna turn the other way.
They have to be old enough to play the who can stay quietest the longest game.
Yes.
And actually be good at it.
Actually win.
Yeah.
So what, like 4 or 5 maybe?
Well, now we're getting to the question: do you want them? Why do you want them there? I think is the other question.
That's a good question.
Do you want them there because you're bonding with them, or because you're trying to double dip on babysitting time?
No, I'm just trying to help bring up the next generation of hunters. Keep the sport alive.
I
love that. You don't need any other reason other than that.
Yeah, no, that's great.
You're trying to mold the next gen of hunters. Now I will have to say, they're not going to really remember shit when they're 5. So I know what you're thinking. Like, hey, get them young. They don't know anything different. You can wait even till they're 10.
Yeah. And you know what? I think I do.
you remember anything before 10 years old?
I remember a few things. It's nice to get out in the woods and do that, you know. But here's the other question: is were they raised on an iPad? You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you're taking them away from any sort of Wi-Fi. You got to know if they're not iPad. You got to know if they're iPad trained or not. Because if they're iPad trained, that's going to be a lot of, so when do we get out of here? You know, kind of a thing. But maybe that's what you're teaching them anyway, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, here's another thing. You should bring out a pair of binoculars and let them look out the binoculars. The more toys you can give them, get them a toy pair of binoculars to start right now. Train them for when they get them real binoculars. Another thing too is, this is actually real advice here, is even if they're not coming and sitting with you in the stand, bring them around all the activities, get them comfortable with, the trophy deer that you bring home. Bring them around deer camp once in a while so they can start to experience it, even if they're not going and sitting with you. Yeah, teach them euchre, you know. That's a big one. Teach them cards. Teach them how to gamble late at night at deer camp. Yeah. Teach them that young. Yeah, kind of get them involved with all the other aspects of it. That way you don't necessarily need to take them out on probably a cold day, I'm assuming, you know, and throw them right out there in the mix. But you know what? We should also say that both Myles and I have absolutely no kids or any idea what the hell we're talking about. So you may, your instincts may be even better. And if you do end up taking your nephew out or your niece out, let us know how it goes. What'd you say it was?
He's a nephew.
He's a nephew. Okay.
Another good thing you could do is as soon as they start walking, send them out through the woods, have them flush deer out. That could be a good one.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you have we should ask? We haven't asked. We haven't asked this. How old is your nephew?
About 3 weeks.
Oh, jeez, 3 weeks.
Getting ahead of the game.
3 weeks. He's getting ahead of the game. You're not going to remember any of this advice when it comes to, we're going to have this call all over again in 5 years.
I get it, though. He's excited.
He is excited.
He's like, I've got a new hunting buddy, all that. But you're going to have to be patient, man.
Yeah. Have you been around? What's his name? What's the little guy's name?
His name is Declan.
Have you been around Declan a lot in these first 3 weeks?
A couple times, but
okay.
I'm about 45 minutes from my brother. So
well, and you got to hunt. So,
oh yeah, I'm actually up in the stand right now.
So time out. You called in the deer stand. You might as well climb down that baby and just head back to the truck because, is that what I was wondering why he was being so quiet?
I know. Now it makes sense. Yeah. And he's giving us more than a whisper.
No, we got a whisper. He's up here in the stand.
Yeah, sorry. All right. So what are you seeing out there now? You seeing these squirrels?
Just a couple squirrels. That's about it.
A couple of squirrels. You didn't see any deer today. Did you see any deer this week?
A couple of does, maybe.
Shh, quiet. You're talking really loud. Yeah, you gotta keep it down. Now, did you bring the doe pee?
Yeah, you gotta go in our house.
Shh, you're talking so loud.
Talking so loud. Keep it down.
So, okay. Did you see any big bucks on your trail cams?
Not yet.
No bucks on the trail cam, son of a gun.
That is so.
I also haven't checked the cam much.
Okay, that's probably why.
He forgot where he put the trail cam.
Hey, question. Who had the baby, your brother or your sister?
My brother.
Okay, go to your brother. Yeah, you gotta shh. Go over to your brother's deer stand. His ass is screwed for the next year and a half.
Yeah, he's not gonna make it in there.
Hunting. You use his deer stand and don't tell him.
I would do that, but he's not much of a hunter.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. I see what's going on.
I see what's going on here too.
So he's trying. He doesn't want his nephew to turn out like his brother.
That makes so much sense.
I now get it.
We get it. Okay. We see you. Hey.
Get that kid in the deer stand as soon as possible next week.
Next week, if you can. Bring baby formula. Okay.
Otherwise, it's going to be weird when he starts trying to suck on your nipples.
And Yeah. We can't. I don't know where.
Imagine if a deer walked right now up to a stand and he shot the buck just all live on the podcast.
That would be so cool.
So good.
Yeah.
That would be cool, but I'm not seeing anything at the moment.
Well, yeah, that's because you've been screaming this whole time.
Jeez,
Louise, we're trying to get you to hush down there. Well, look, good luck up there. You got your what poundage you got on that bow there?
That was 70.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Are you good? Are you a good shot?
I'm a pretty decent shot.
Yeah.
So you're just skipping out on work, or what's going on? How are you able to be out there?
I got out a bit early today, but normally I get out at around 4 anyway.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh God,
it's a beautiful day too.
I suppose it is about 4 p.m.
Is it really? Yeah. It's 70 degrees out there.
I tell you what, time really stands still in this bar, and that's how you know you're in a good small town bar. Is if you don't even know what time it is.
Oh, they got a patio here. Maybe we do the rest of the pods at the patio.
Yeah, maybe
that'd be our first patio thing.
Well, we appreciate you calling in. We hope that your luck gets a little bit better here towards the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what? We did a 180. Get that kid in that deer stand as soon as possible so he doesn't end up like your brother.
Amen. And tell your brother and your sister-in-law we says hi and congratulations.
All right, will do. Have a good one, fellas.
All right, watch for deer.
Will do.
We would be terrible in a deer stand together.
We'd be terrible uncles too.
Oh my God.
You know.
Well, I am an uncle actually.
Oh, I am an uncle too. I'm actually not bad at that.
Hey, time out. We're terrible uncles. No, we would be. We are.
Yeah. I'm actually not
So we've had this. I mean, this is a wild episode.
We've had a priest.
He's a pastor. He's a pastor.
Oh,
He's not a
pastor.
priest.
Sorry. Potato, tomato.
Different
My
church,
bad.
different collar.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, call from a deer stand, pastor calling in. This is a good episode. I'm feeling good
also,
about this.
at the end, we get the beautiful bar Halloween candy brought up.
Oh,
and that is the biggest bowl. Look at that sucker.
Oh my God.
Holy smokes.
Hey, I'm gonna take a Whopper.
Are you?
You like eating Whoppers?
I'm gonna do a Twix Mini. Thank you.
Oh,
we
we're
can
good.
take
We're
more.
good.
Well, I'll take a Reese's
okay,
too.
there he is.
Not a sponsor, but I
Thank you, sir.
You know what I like sometimes? I like putting a Reese's in the freezer.
I do too.
Get it nice and cold. Too. Then you savor it a little more.
People
you don't
who
just
put
devour.
carameled candy in the freezer are terrible people, I think.
Caramel candy. Oh, to make hard caramel. Well, then it melts in your mouth.
Yeah, but
not in your hand.
I'm not in love with it. Could hurt your teeth, you know.
Well, if you bite into it, but the whole point is,
but I don't have any patience.
You just sit there and you let it. You just let it.
Patience.
Get some freaking patience.
No,
okay.
That's why I can't bow hunt. I got a rifle hunt. I can't wait for him to get that close.
Yeah, they do get to get close.
All right. Well, I think that was a great episode.
That was great. Hey, yeah, thank you everybody for listening to the Bellied Up podcast.
Share it with your friends.
Yeah.
It's been quite a ride. We've went from 0 listeners to a lot in the past 6 months, and it's pretty cool to see all of you listeners sharing it and interacting and calling in as well.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate all that.
Yeah, it is. We literally cannot do this podcast without all of you.
Otherwise, it would just be me and Charlie saying the dumbest stuff to each other over and over. So it's nice that we got some people calling in.
It really is nice. Thank you all.
Yeah. So guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Bellied Up podcast.
Sponsored by Fleet Farm.
We love it. And as always, don't forget to tip your bartender.
Tip your bartenders.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
Real good. Bye-bye.